Hello, everybody. Nick DeTiro, Professor of Information Technologies and Computer Science, Lakeland Community College. All right, you have downloaded the file structure with the images and the reports or the templates for the reports. Now it's time to create your case inside Autopsy. All right, so let's do that. I know there's other videos where I do some demonstrations building a case, but this particular video, we are going to look at the specifics of this collaboration project. So let's go up to my screen. And again, I'm way up here in the right-hand thing. I've already fired it up to save some time here. This is a new case. All right, case name. The case name is, and you will have this written on the website, but this is ITIS 1360 collaboration with CRMJ 2270. That is the case name for everybody. The location of this case, you need to go to wherever you stored that file structure. Remember, I put mine on a USB drive called for demo underneath fall 2023, and then there's a folder called 00 Autopsy. So I'm going to select that folder, and then a single user, and away we go. All right, case number is 23-002. That is coming from the criminal justice people. That was the number that they gave us as this particular case number. The examiner, you put your name here, not my name, your name. You are the examiner, right? So your name here, and I will put my name back. Phone number, put my phone number in here. 440-525-746 number. Do not put your own private phone number in here. Email, put your email in here. Whatever your email be, please make it the Lakeland student email. So student at Lakeland, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So your name, my phone number, your email address. Organization. Now you see, I already have 1360 as an organization. You do not. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to Manage Organizations, and you're going to have to say New Organization. Put the new organization, 1360, your name, again, your email address, my phone number. So your name, your email, my phone number. Okay, I'm just going to put this as organization X. So you want to create an organization called ITIS 1360. I just use an X because the organization already exists. Then you're going to use that organization. Okay. Not quite sure what happened there. That was a quick little bleep. All right. I kind of jumped over it building the case. That took some time, and also blipped a particular error that shouldn't affect us. All right. So anyways, under this screen, you want to generate a new host name based upon the data source. That's fine. So you don't have to come up with anything. The data source is that disk image that we created. So you're going to say disk image, next. The location of the image, that is wherever you put the download. Mine is already there. So it's on my for demo in this folder, inside a folder called 20 images. All right. And there's only one image there. Time zone. That's important in cases. So obviously we're in the New York time zone. The auto detect sector, that is fine. Now in the hash values, I want all three of the hash files. So one of the things you're going to have to do is go back to the case file. If you remember this, under miscellaneous notes, I provided the FTK report, right? And you're going to use that in the case in other places. But what I want you to do is basically open it up. Shrink this down a little bit. Here are the numbers, all right? So MD5, okay. Just do a copy and paste of MD5 there. and then SHA-1. Okay, and SHA-256. Not there, right? So what do we have to do? We have to get our friend the hash calculator. I want to see SHA-256 there. So I'm going to get the hash calculator out, and I'm going to go to that image file. That image file is located. It's located on my Ford demo underneath the folder, underneath images. And I'm going to select that file, calculate it. Alrighty. I'm going to close this notepad real quickly, and I'm going to do a quick comparison of the hash values that it told me it was versus the hash values that I calculated. So let's see here. The MD5 is 84C. Yep. The SHA-1 is CB8. Yep. And I want the 256. So things appear to be matching. Not appear, they are matching, right? So I want all three of those SHA values. All three of those hash values. Say next. And click all these configuration ingest. We will cover some of them in detail. Other ones, they're not particularly for this course, but say yes to everything. Make sure they're all selected. Select all. And then run it. It's going out that imaging. It's processing that image. And if I say finish here, don't worry about failed. I'm not quite sure what that's causing that. I've only seen that once or twice. It shouldn't cause us any real mischief. Now, down here, it is analyzing those files, all right? It's analyzing those files. It's at 10%. At this point, go get yourself a cup of coffee, and you should be in good shape. Okay, it's been about a half an hour, and I'm still at only 16%. So maybe go get a coffee, or maybe yet go and get a lunch. You have to let the system analyze all those particular files. That's what's going to get you all the metadata, all any pertinent information. And this is just a small. This is just a small USB. I kept it intentionally small because this is what happens. Can you imagine if you're dealing with a 5 terabyte drive? This could be several hours in the making. I think the last time I ran it, it was a half hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour or something like that. I suspect my computer is running slow for some reason. So we're at the point now where we can start analyzing our data, and that's going to occur in other videos. So this has just been an introductory or an introduction into this stuff. We got our cases ready. We built our file structures. We determined what programs we need. And now we're building a Topsy database that's going through and it's analyzing all the steps. Now, to keep things simple, we're going to follow a 3-phase approach to analyzing or interpreting what we find. Phase 1 is going to be beginning. Yes, I have notes. I'm sorry. Phase 1 is going to be the beginning. All we're going to be really doing is taking the data and organizing it within our report. The autopsy is not the report. We have to generate that. So this is kind of busy work. You know, the phase 1 where we're basically collecting the data and organizing the data, that's going to be a lot of busy work, and that should probably take you a few hours, maybe a week. So just be ready for that. A lot of it's going to be cutting and pasting. Most of it's going to be cutting and pasting and just kind of organizing the data. The intermediate phase is going to be, now you have to go in there and you have to analyze it and you have to determine what's kind of in there and organize even your thoughts and stuff like that. So you're going to have to look at internals of the files, any particular GPS that might be in there, coordinates in there, hash values, and all the other stuff. So the intermediate phase is probably going to be the one that's going to take us the most amount of time. Now, again, there's maybe 24 files. And then finally, we will get into the advanced phase or the ending phase where we're going to have to write up executive summaries of the given files. We cannot do an investigation. We can't say, that file looks very suspicious. No, you have to be somewhat cold and calculating and precise. You have to say, okay, I found this file here. This is what the content of the file, my executive summary is such. So breaking down 3 phases. Nobody's expecting to do that in one sitting. Phase 1, just basically organizing the data inside your report. Phase 2, our intermediary phase, that's where we're actually doing additional analysis of the data, seeing what's in the actual file, thinking about what, putting down notes of what could be in that file. And then the advance or the ending phase is basically we're writing our report, right? That being said, got a lot of work ahead of us. I hope you find it enjoyable. Let's go learn something.